Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today we are back at the high speed ring, and following a couple of races in slower cars, we're going to be jumping into something just a little bit quicker for this GT4 at the high speed ring. I'm just double checking to make sure that I am on the hard race difficulty settings that we're using for all of these races. We'll then head across to the high speed ring, and this is the Gt Cup Gr.4. And the car that we're going to choose is going to be the Ferrari 458 Italia. That one sits quite nicely on the PP rating. We're going with the medium racing tyres. You can see the suspension and the differential settings that I have there. I've got my ECU output set to 94, no ballast, and my power restrictor set to 94. That is to bring the performance points in line. Otherwise, I think that the car is fairly standard. Not a lot of work that's been done to this, other than putting this beautiful livery on, which I found in the livery editor somebody had shared. Absolutely love that blue. And with the black wheels, really sets it off, and the black on the car, just absolutely love it. Whoever did that did a fantastic job. And forgive me, I don't know who it was. Anyway, into the race. Again, fast and furious. So we just need to, as we did before, slipstream is going to be key around here. So as we go into the first corner, we want to get the Cayman overtaken. We then got a real old gaggle of cars in front of us that are probably going to fall line astern. So we just want to get onto the back of the Corvette in front of us. For this particular corner, we want to be looking for the beginning of the green Astro section on the right hand side, getting it slowed down into fourth gear for that one, and then back on the accelerator as soon as we can. As we come underneath the bridge, we're going to be looking for the 50-meter board, or just also using the green Astro strip on the left hand side, down into third gear, just going up the inside of some of these corners, using a little bit of a nudge just to open the door on a couple of them. That may well cost us the clean race bonus, but we're just going to go for it in this particular one. Normally I'd be well up on this curb, just getting up onto the curb now, but went a little bit deep on the way in, just having to get out of it a little bit with that car on the exits. It didn't handle that overtake particularly well, but it is now done. And then back onto the power as we run after this Dodge Viper, using the slipstream. Just a slight nudge as we pulled out a little bit late, watching for the green Astro again as we go underneath the sign there, just keeping the power on, power all the way through here, no lifting or anything. As we come underneath this sign, we're looking for the beginning of the green Astro, on the brakes, down into fourth gear, using the center of the track here. Could be going through there a little bit quicker if we use that green Astro on the way around, but we are catching the cars in front, and I just want to keep this nice and easy. So third gear through here, using the curb on the way in, got a little bit deep there, so we'll pick up the curb here. Third gear still through here, just feathering the throttle as needed, on the throttle as quickly as we can. And now we want to pick up this curb as we follow the McLaren around, slipstreaming all the while as we come into the last corner, finish up this second gear, that's this second lap. So just staying out a little bit wide for the slipstream on these two cars. Bouncing off the rev limiter there, up into 6. We've got the Veyron in front of us now as we get the McLaren done. Can we get up the inside of the Veyron? Yes, we can. Watching for our turning point here, so we go underneath the barrier there, just start to look to rotate the car just ever so slightly, picking up the inside of the curb, and we'll let it drift to the outside. We do need to brake for this one, so we're going to be looking for the beginning of that green AstroTurf part on the right hand side, getting it slowed down into fourth gear. Could have used a little bit more of the apex on the way in. As we come through here again, just looking for the beginning of that Astro just before the 50-meter board, down into third gear. We just come off the curb a little bit there. It would be nice if we could have run that for a little bit longer. Picked up the curb again here, just could have stayed on it for a tad longer. We've got a bit wide on the exit, but we just managed to miss the Armco, which was good. On this particular corner, this time we're going to get the wheel right up on the curb. As we come off of the curb, we're going to sweep across the track, 5th gear, carry as much speed as we can through this corner, and as we exit, we are a good half a second ahead of the Bugatti behind, who is actually catching us, but not quickly enough. As we come across the line to start our 4th lap in this particular race. For some reason I got it in my head that it was a 3-lap race. It's not, it's a 5-lap race, so we've still got lots and lots more racing to do. Just coming down onto the bottom of the corner there, just picking that curb. 7th gear for this one, just watching for the beginning of that Astro. 4th gear this time through here, just feathering the throttle to try and carry as much speed as we can. I'm minded that that Bugatti is right behind us. He has got slipstream. He is going to be chasing us down if we're not careful, so braking as late as we can. 3rd gear through here. I would really like to have been using that curb a little bit more, so gone a little bit deep into that corner, again just on that curb, but then the speed has pulled us off, so we need to be very careful on the exit. Just trying to maintain the gap to the car behind at the moment, which the gap is out to 0.9 of a second at the moment. So as we come off of the end of the red and white part of that curb, throwing it into the corner, nice exit there. As we come up to take the line, we are 1.16 seconds ahead of the car behind, and this is the final lap now. So brave through here, just keep it buried. We're up into 7th gear now. Just keep the power on, pushing down on the bottom of the apron on that curb, pushing all of the time. Watching for our braking zone now. It's 7th gear, so we're going to need to come down through the gears. Using 5th gear this time, just to see if we could carry a bit more speed through there. That was a little bit hairy. I got a little bit wide. Might have got away with that. You can see the wear on the right hand tyres on the car now, but the tyres are looking fine, fuel is fine. This is just a sprint race and we need to get to the end of it as quickly as we can. So 3rd gear through there, that was a little bit neater and tidier. 1.4 seconds to the cars behind. 5th gear now, pick up this curb. We're watching for the end of this red and white bit. There it is, sweep across, just leave it in 5th gear. Follow this around completely flat, keep turning, looking for that green Astro at the end of the corner to get the car straightened up. And for our laps, we've got a 1:16, a 1:17.3 and a 1:17.4, so that's quite nice. And a nice easy win, 1.1 seconds ahead of the Veyron behind us in the end. 63,000 credits, a nice clean race bonus, which is a little bit unexpected. I wasn't expecting it for that one, but we did get the clean race bonus, which is great. So there we have it. That is my recipe for the GT4 at the high speed ring. The Ferrari is great around here. This is a nice setup, nice power, good on the brakes when you need it, great for slipstreaming around here. And it's just a case of getting through the traffic as quickly as you can and making the most of those really fast corners. No strategy of any type to worry about. This really is just pedal to the metal and go for it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, as usual, please subscribe. It would be very much appreciated. And if you are a current subscriber, thank you ever so much for continuing to support my channel. Another nice quick race today. We'll be back with another one very soon. Please hit the bell button for notifications of when that video comes out, and then I'll look forward to joining you on that one for another run around the high speed ring in another car. I'll catch you then. For now, take care. Bye bye.